Hey guys, this is Shay. I'm back again with another reading. It's been a while. Sorry about that. Been busy. I'm picking up with my sign readings, and we're gonna find out which sign is up next on the table. So I'm just gonna shuffle these really fast. I'm outside like I wanted to do. I have been wanting to do. Been in my room on my pop-up table, so now I'm back outside. Feels good. Alright, so Lord, who are we gonna do? As you know, these things never really pop for me, so let's see what we got. Let's take the top card when I'm done here. Okay, what do we got? We got Scorpio. Scorpio's up. So Scorpio, for your sign, your description it talks about intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing. All right, Scorpio. Put you up there. I'm gonna do my karma cards. I feel that's a really good foundational opener for our readings. Really like them, so yep, still want to use these. What do we got? We're gonna have to pick one, so we're just gonna go with the top. We're gonna go with this one, so Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter. We did have Mars pop up and Pluto, so if that means to anything for you Scorpios, that did pop up. But the way this card system works, it's one card for each planet, sign, and houses. So I've tried to do that before, and it comes out really for me, you know. So yeah. All right, sign for Scorpio, Lord. What's the sign for Scorpio? Okay. We got Pisces energy here, guys. That's a Pisces. It's your sign. That's another water element, Scorpio. What's the house for Scorpio? For my sage guys, we got a gentle breeze, so it's really stoking the flames on my sage. That's what's cracking and popping, which I don't mind. I love the smell of my sage. It's a happy place. When I walk into a room with some sage, I'm like, oh, it's like a big hit of peace. Love it. All right, we got the third house. Okay. Third house. Working on something, huh? All right, so I'm gonna pull out my cards that I have that describe or give the statement or the descriptory meanings to each of these signs and houses and whatnot. You know, I'm so inclined to pull out Mars because Mars and Pluto popped out, so I will pop out Mars too, because Mars talks about move forward and defend self. So for some of you Scorpios, you might be going through something like that. And there's Pluto, transformation. So those were the other cards that popped out with Jupiter, but I could only take one. That was on the top, so I took that one. Underneath was Mars and then Pluto. So, and then that's so funny, Jupiter was right underneath Pluto when I was going through my cards. So Jupiter talks about grow and expand. Growth and expansion, guys. Growth and expansion. So I need to find the third house. Where are you? Oh, yeah. So the third house talks about early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communication. That's what the third house talks about. That's what Jupiter talks about. Now I need to pull up Pisces card. I know where that one's at. It's in my shuffle because I haven't read for Pisces yet. Okay, so Pisces talks about intimacy, intuition, and compassion. All right, so let's read this message together, guys. So again, means for spirituality, M for mentally, and P for physically. That's what it's describing. So spiritually, learn or teach your dreams by making the right connections. So whatever you're pursuing, since we have transformation and moving forward, defending self, and then you've got growth and expansion here with Jupiter, I feel like you're so inclined to, or you have been in the process of learning and sharing what you've learned. This could be also connecting to something within your aspirations, a dream, or something you hope for the future and where you're at. I think what you're trying to do spiritually is connect with, here, I got the birds of the feather flock together card, and reading this is like you're finding your tribe, finding the connections that best suit with what you're learning and you're sharing right now. I think Spirit's also telling you, to pursue this. You will grow more and learn more by making the right connections with the people of the same path or the same journey, the same aspirations as you, wherever you are craving or driving forward on. Mentally, it talks about be positive about your idealization of the idea in question. So mentally, whatever you're working towards, whether this is connecting with others, the birds of the feather flock together is here. There with the Pisces energy here, that intimacy, that's kind of connecting with, for me, the third house here. I mean, that's an intimate connection. It doesn't have to be sexual, guys. That's not what I'm talking about, but a deep connection with people, like-minded people, or the same aspiration people, expanding that horizon there, that connection with others. There's a connection here. And be realistic. I mean, they want, instead of being so negative, I think there is an invertedness, maybe a negative. And I'm not saying you're negative, Scorpio, but I'm just like that saying, hope for the best, expect the worst. I think that's, you've put the expect the worst and hope for the best last. You know what I mean? Be more positive about it. Whatever you've got, this idea that you've got going on. I guess I feel like Spirit God's telling you to embrace that positivity, because I think with that positive, you draw what you put out, right? That's really what I'm growing on. There you go, grow on that. I think God's saying grow on that positive. Feed the positive side, or the pursuit, or whatever you're aspiring to achieve. Use that energy of the positive more. Because that's going to bring it forward, guys. In the physical, we're talking about grow and expand. It says grow and expand, be a part of something overwhelming, and get your ideas going. See, again, there we are with that birds of feather. Continue, feed that fire, and listen. Maybe there's something about listening here and hearing other people's stories. That's part of your journey of whatever you're pursuing here. Something with the others, that birds of a feather flock together, that soul tribe thing. Listen and watch, and not in the negative side. Look at the positive. I think there's stories of positivity here, or the positive aspects that God really wants you to focus on. That's going to really fuel your fire for what you are striving for. Is something with that connection to just being positive. Listen to the positive, focus on the positive stuff. I think you're well versed in the negativity is what I'm picking up. Very well versed in the negative. I feel that a lot of you experience a lot of negative, and with that journey, you really just expect the negative, expect the worst, and then also I'm kind of picking up here, I heard that even this, like, the minutest screw up from somebody, the one minute negative thing that may occur, you tend to focus and amplify it even more, and kind of shuts down doors or opportunities, or, you know, I think some of the things that have happened, I mean, there's just human nature. People aren't perfect, you know, just because they may have done something they wasn't truly, their goal was to hurt you or to come off on a bad foot. I'm kind of picking that up, that kind of energy, you know. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's the journey here, where you are learning and sharing, and God's telling you to make some connections here, to be part of something. And because when you're part of it, your ideas are going to, this idea or this thing that you've got going that you're trying to expand upon is going to get, it's going to fuel that fire and get bigger. That fire and transform things and move forward. And wow, this is exciting. Okay. Yeah, I like it. I like it very much. All right, Scorpios. All right, so let's whip out some cards. What am I vibing with right now for Scorpios? Holy smokes. Let's see. I kind of feel like there's a lot of emotional things, like negative and positive. I don't know. I feel kind of traditional here, like breaking a tradition, breaking foundations, like stepping out of what you're used to doing, I guess is what I'm saying. This traditional way of thinking, you know, as times change, you know, things that, you know, how you did things before may have worked then or did not serve you, right? There's a process of how to approach something in that dynamic or at that time in your life, right? And this is so weird because all of a sudden I read a quote. It came up on my feed one time, one of these pop-up things, and it talked about, you know, how you approach things back in the past, that was the past. You've grown, you've changed, there's a lot of lessons learned, and that old way of doing something or how you handle it or whatever it may be, you know, it will not work for how it is now. Things are different. It's different. And the old way of doing things, it's time to freshen up and do something anew or approach it in a new way of handling it. I don't know. I have to like find that. But it made sense. I was like, well, that's true, you know. How that worked out for me then, and when I've applied it for since then or after that, it didn't work out so well or whatever, you know, because the dynamic was different. I was different. The people were different that were involved, you know. So yeah, I think that might mean something for some of you Scorpios. I don't know why I'm shuffling it like this. Okay, it's probably just talking about, hey, this is how you have to change things around and how you do things. There's the wheel, guys. The wheel's turning. Wheels turning. Oh, 3 wands. There's 3 on that 3rd house. It's working. Birds of a feather. I'm telling you. Birds of a feather. Come in. Learn what's the message for Scorpio. I don't know. Got 5 wands. Fire energy. All right. What's the story, Lord, for Scorpio? What is this? Learn, teach the dream, make the right connections. What is this? Story, Lord. Oh, we got an Ace of Cups there. See, there's that new beginning. There is that dream. Oh, yeah. There it is. That's water, guys. There you are, Scorpio. Okay. Ooh. A Knight of Swords. There's that 3 again. Ooh, the Star. The Emperor. There's the World card again, guys. 3s. Okay. 7 of Cups. And the 2 of Cups. We gotta get a couple more cards, guys. Two more, Lord. To finish this spread, please. Okay. Ooh, we got the Queen of Swords. Ooh, there's the person. Okay. There's the Knight of Swords, and the Queen shows up. The Knight delivered the message. Holy shiz. And now we got the Sun. Wow. Holy smokes. Huh. It's awesome, guys. All right. Well, so whatever you're doing, Scorpio, I think you're learning about something and sharing it with others kind of thing. It's obviously symbolic here that you are doing that. You've presented it. You've put it out there. And I feel with this 3, because like it's opening like some kind of connection here. Someone got wind of it, or it's been put out there. The energy of it has been put out. And you're getting a message or messages, I want to say, or people are responding to it. You know, whatever this is that you're doing, it's pulling forward energies. People are talking to you about it, whether this is like texting or seeing it on social media. People are making comments about it. You know, they're making people really think. That's air energy. And then we got more air energy, which is the Star. This is Aquarius. So you all might be connected to an Aquarius somehow. This is talking about a successful thing for you. And there's the dream, right? Like your wish fulfillment, something that you're aspiring to. It's happening. You've started a fire here. And I think this was definitely with you putting your cup out there, or however you're doing this, Scorpio. This was unexpected. I think you're nervous because you put yourself out there, and maybe you've got people talking to you about it, and you're like, oh my gosh, like, wow, like I'm getting people to respond. And maybe you haven't full-fledged put it out there, whatever this is. There's emotions behind it, Scorpio. But, Aquarius is the water bearer. I don't know why I was so inclined to bring that up, because I'm seeing you holding that cup of water, and the cup. These people can bear it. That's what it is. That's what God's saying. These people, whatever it is that you're hesitant about, and it's like you're not hesitant, you're putting it out there, but you're nervous about it. You're like opening up this door or this opportunity, this thing you're talking about, right? The people that are approaching you, I feel majority of them are very safe. They're open to it. They can bear what you have to say. And I feel like people that are coming forward are familiar, or also on that journey, or have been on that journey of what you're presenting here. And that's why it's so important when that one part on be a part of something overwhelming and get your ideas going and be part of it. That's going to fuel that fire. Very cool. Now we go into the Emperor, the World, and then the 7 of Cups. Okay, so I kind of feel, Scorpio, that this is you coming into your own, feeling comfortable within this new start, this thing that you put out. You know, the Emperor, it's fire energy, right? So this is something passionate. Again, with the water, the cup, Ace of Cups, that's very passionate, very sensitive material. It's very vulnerable and like, yes, you know. You come from that newness and stuff and standing in your ground here, you know. Yeah, and you're working towards this world card, you know. This is going to change everything from changing your physical reality. And this is bringing in also, like, look at all these things. It's bringing you into that group that that the cards first talked about, you know, the right connections. With the help of the right connections, right? It's going to bring that all in. Your world's going to turn upside down. And I'm not saying it in a negative by any means. It's going to change things for you. And then you go into the Seven of Cups, and here's Scorpio. You know, once you get all that intel, you know, get your ideas going, because you're making the right connections, or people are giving you input or their story. And even with the focus on that positive side, you know, there's something to be learned from the positive too. I think there's a reason why God's saying to focus on those positive things that people are talking about. Now it's leaving you, you know, you've got all this intel, this information, and ways to approach it, right? And so now you've got a good footing. I mean, you're in the Emperor energy, right? You're already there. Now it's your, you know, you've got to start that responsibility. Okay, how do I want to do this? Okay. You're going to be able to make that choice. I think you're going to be a little overwhelmed though, to be honest. You're going to be a little overwhelmed. You know, because you've gained really good momentum here. There is good momentum. And where I'm hearing expect the worst is popping up here for me. Expect the worst. You know, I think that's where this point where you're going to, it's a very, for some of you, self-sabotage kind of thing could occur here for you guys. Overthinking. I feel like a panic mode kind of thing. A panic mode. You know, because you've gained so much positive here, and you've always expected the worst, but then you kind of, you know, you went positive here, but then when this big moment happens, there's panic mode. You know, you're not afraid to lose the momentum, you know, which is, you know, it's totally understandable. The possibilities of it not working out. We're at this point right here. And that kind of fits in line with, you know, being the star card up above, that hesitancy, you know. And then let's go down to the final one here, the final row. Okay, so we got the Page of Cups, and this is the Earth and Water element here. Yeah. So, So from that cup, there's a stance, it's physical, like someone's holding it. And I feel like this is you with this Page of Cups being under that Emperor, and I really solely feel like this is like your journey, Scorpio. The only things I see that are people really is the Knight, the World, the star energy, because they help bring that stability, that possibility to you, that wish fulfillment, because people are talking about it. And or at this juncture, so like, you know, this is all you here. You're standing with it. You know, whatever decision you end up making or choice, right? I mean, that's Seven of Cups. That falls into whatever cup you picked. Oh man, like I said, you're going to be very nervous and very overwhelmed here with what you choose. I think this would be a very you know, emotional thing to settle and make that decision. With all the emotions invested in your decision, yeah, I feel like that cup is so full, dude. Just don't let it, like it says on the bottom of the card, like, don't let your emotions get in the way. Like, you know, whatever, all that you put into that cup, okay, now with it being present and in the physical and presenting it, it's just like, okay, now you've embodied that in that cup. Now there's that perspective of being on the outside and to nurture it in a proper way. If you're so connected into that cup, that umbilical cord, so to speak, that's what I'm seeing, an umbilical cord into that cup. All those things and emotions tied to it can make you kind of screw up, if that makes sense. Yeah, like, I know it's your baby and everything, like, whatever this is, but you've birthed and created it. In there's a certain, like, when you have a child, I don't know if some of you don't have kids, I don't know, but just think of something you really put a lot of time and effort into, right? And then when you're so emotionally invested into it, it can screw up with what you're trying to do. You've got it in the physical, be able to detach a little bit and have that logical standpoint around it, if that makes sense. Because that could really prevent your baby from growing, or that cup to get bigger, so to speak, if you can understand that. Okay. So then we go into the Queen of Swords energy, and it's facing the sun. I feel like, yeah, water with air, and there it is. Okay, so there you are. So right now it says if you take that energy like I just described with that thing you created and having that, the emotions there and disconnect that umbilical cord and be that motherly parental figure that's all logic and detached from the emotions, that if you do that, I mean, it creates a stable foundation here for what you're trying to achieve here. The Queen of Swords is looking at the sun. This is very prosperous, successful. You can make it happen, whatever this is. This could be a lot of things. This could be tender care within finding, you know, a new partner. If it's a love relationship, putting yourself out there. Social media, I picked up that, you know, putting yourself out there and people responding to who you truly are. I think you could have been very honest, okay? A pursuit of a dream, or a new venue, or maybe you started some kind of side business. It can apply in so many ways here with this read, guys. Yeah. The sun. There's your fire, their passion, everything coming together. And there's a lot of learning. I mean, goodness, golly, this even if it was a business, if you want to look at it negatively, here you go. That's what it is. If you want to look at it negatively and things, well, it might not work out. Okay, whatever this journey is still leading you into a positive direction. That's just part of the journey to get to where you need to go. God's saying it's going to lead you to the sun. If it's a love thing and you're online dating, because that's what I'm picking up here, you know, you're probably going to go through a lot of people and be able to use that discernment with the Emperor, you know, with the people that aren't truly, you know, who they claim to be or on that vibe, right? Because this could also, you know, you'd find your fish, you find that opportunity, you know, you move from the emotional to logical, you got the physical. I don't know. I just really feel like this is a journey that needs to be taken, because no matter what, if you start off with something and it actually comes into fruition, or you start with something, you come to something else, and you still land on the sun, guys. Scorpio. You're transforming. This is transformation, guys. This journey, Scorpio, is talking about transformation. Moving forward in defense self. Purging and renewing, I think that's something that you are doing, Scorpio. I think ultimately the goal is, I'm really glad I pulled these out. That was very important. Transform, move forward, to be happy. I mean, there's truly something here and inspirational here to be happy, guys. Wow. I'm going to pull an oracle for you. I feel like, yeah, like I just feel like this is really good, straightforward read. I mean, it could fit any situation for the collective here. I'm very excited for you. It's very positive, guys. A lot of growth here. Get out there, guys. Get out there. What do we got for Scorpio collective, Lord? What do we got for Scorpio, Lord? Meditation and contemplation. New in Pisces. There's that Pisces energy, guys. You had that Pisces card. Your dreams, your idealization of, be part of something overwhelming, and yep. Get your ideas going. The idea in question. Pursue whatever this is. You got something, guys. And I get that perfect balance, yin and yang situation here. Think about it. But I'm seeing the yin and yang, negative and positive, guys. Negative and positive. That's very key. Wow. Pisces energy. Get those emotions in check, dudes. Yeah. So that Pisces energy talks about intimacy, intuition, compassion. Yeah, you need to balance out that intuition. I'm just really picking that up. You know, the negative thinking. Your intuition isn't like, oh, I know what happened in the past, or it's not like that. I mean, you need to get, with the emotional stuff here, kind of get that vibe, that feel. You know what I'm talking about. It's just, there's knowing and feeling. There it is. Knowing, there's knowing, and then there's feeling. Two different things. Two different things. Wow. This could mean you could be connected to a Pisces, guys. This could be, who do we have on the board? We got Pisces for sure. Let's check this out for y'all. We got Aquarius. We got Scorpio. We got Aries. We have fire sign. We have fire. Yeah, we got a lot of water, air, and fire here, guys. A little bit of earth. Not a whole lot of earth, though. But those are the signs that I do have on the board. Scorpio, Aquarius, Aries, and Pisces. So that might mean something for you. Strong Pisces energy for you, Scorpio. Anyway, that's what I have for you guys. Take care. God bless. And love and light. And good luck on this. You're chasing the sun. You're on your way to the sun. Bye-bye.